Hey guys, it's Inima, and today we're going to be talking about obscure but really useful tricks in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know there are many people that know these tricks already, however for the people that don't know, these tricks help you get through the game much faster, and in turn makes the game much more fun. Well, I'll start with more commonly known ones. The tips later on, I believe, are not too widely known. Anyways, let's get into it. Starting with a really basic one, but important one. Pressing A while crafting a DIY recipe speeds up the process. The animation for crafting a DIY recipe is one of the most annoying parts of the game, because crafting is an essential part of the game that you utilize no matter what point you are at the game, however you can't skip it, but the closest we can get to it is by pressing A while crafting. I found that doing this speeds up your process by roughly 1.5 times, and instead of spamming the A button over and over, I found that you can achieve this by only pressing it twice. Holding L or R while talking to an NPC speeds up dialogue. I didn't know this until fairly recently, but this speeds up everything, especially when farming. This also works when you press B during dialogue. So when you're talking to NPCs, the fastest way to get through the dialogue is really to hold R and spam A. When completing a mileage task, sometimes it's a pain to scroll down to find the specific one you completed. But if you use the right stick to scroll down, it will automatically take you to the correct mission that you completed. Whether you're not ready with a bug net, or you should have just got caught lacking, if you don't want to go through the animation or even maybe faint, you can use a party popper to scare away the wasps that come out of trees. By customizing an item such as a shovel, even if it's at the brink of breaking, by customizing it, you can refresh its durability. This can save you some time as well as resources if you don't have enough iron or wood. If I just turn this thing into yellow, then boom, that's a fully repaired shovel. Different personalities tend to give you different types of DIY recipes. What I mean by that, if a villager is smug, they tend to give you iron and golden recipes, although there are some extra recipes such as a ukulele as well. Cranky tends to give you bamboo, iron, or fruit-based items. This also applies to message bottles. There's a whole list of recipes, so if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. So since Barbara is snooty, she gives me a wooden end table, which only snooty characters can give you. When clearing a large area of flowers or trees, you're left with a bunch of holes that you have to clear manually one by one, which is a pain. However, there's a way to cover all these holes at once. You simply just exit out the game, and boom, the game clears all the holes for you. The fastest way to switch characters is by calling them on your phone, shaking the main controller so you can switch characters, then closing the lobby. This is much faster than just closing out the game and choosing the character from the menu screen. There are specific preset days that are forecasted to rain or have shooting stars. Now, these days are different for everyone, so I can't tell you exactly which days they are, so you're gonna have to find that yourself. By finding these days though, you can repeat a shooting star event as many times as you want to farm star stuff like a wand or the moon. You can also make it repeatedly rain, so you don't have to water your plants at all. So if you have a huge flower farm, you don't have to manually water your plants one by one. When referring to shooting stars, Isabel will announce that there will be shooting stars in the morning announcements. When trying to replace a neighbor, one of the ways to do this is by getting the neighbor to want to move. To do this, a lot of people skip the date forward 1 month at a time to get the neighbor to want to leave. However, the game actually has specific days that signify the neighbor will leave, so it isn't all based on how long you're away for. So the most efficient way in my opinion is to set the time backwards instead of forwards, so you don't activate the morning announcement. I also prefer to skip in a 1 week increment, so I never run into KK Slider, as the neighbors choose not to leave during events such as KK Slider Show or bug and fish catching contests. By looking at the clouds or the smoke coming out of neighbors' houses, you can find which direction the wind is blowing. The point of knowing this information is that the flying present moves the same way as the wind, so if the wind is blowing from left to right, you immediately know that the present will spawn from the left side. So now you can camp at the left side of the island, so you can farm presents as fast as possible so you can get the golden slingshot as fast as possible. You should also know that the flying presents spawn in 5-minute increments, or rather when the time is a multiple of 5. So 7:05, 7:10, 7:15, and so on. One of my favorite tricks is always carrying a garbage bin or pail around. If you don't know this item allows you to throw away items. So by keeping this in your inventory, it makes clearing out areas much easier as you don't have to go back and forth to such as Nook's Cranny to sell your flowers or your DIY recipes that you can't remember. And since you can't store those items in your house, the trash can makes life so much easier. There's a way to always catch your fish no matter what. To do this, it's honestly not too efficient, but it's a good way to always be able to catch a fish if you're not too confident. To do this, you just press the home button the moment the fish pokes in your line. I usually use this for like sharks, or if I think the fish is gonna be like a rare fish, just in case I don't miss it. My final tip is to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. Jokes aside, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm thinking of posting more Animal Crossing videos, and maybe how to like farm NPCs, or make a makeshift trash-only lake in your own island. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all later. Peace!